So here's an introduction to the Google TV Blu-ray player by Sony, also called the Internet Blu-ray player. Here's the remote. The first thing I'm going to have to do here is just mention that I'm not sure how to turn the player on with this remote. There's a Blu-ray extension power button, but that doesn't seem to actually work. And there's a TV power button. That's for the TV. This amp button would be for a AV receiver. I'm going to go ahead and turn the player on. Okay, that's the home screen for the Google TV. First, I just wanted to mention there are two ways to navigate. On the left-hand side are up and down arrows with an enter button. This enter button selects what's selected. The other way is over here. There's a little optical sensor on the right side that'll move the mouse on the screen, and then you press down to select what's under there. It is a little confusing because if you're moving around like with the optical sensor and then you select enter with the arrows, you will not be selecting what's under the mouse. Likewise, if you were moving up and down with the arrows and you selected enter on the optical sensor, you will not be selecting what you're trying to select. Me being used to navigating with a PlayStation remote, it's a little confusing. Anyway, I'll go back to the main screen. On the left-hand side, you will see the a list here. Bookmarks, applications, spotlight. These a little confusing because some of this is in the same. So over here you have YouTube and Sony, Best Buy, Napster. You'll also find it on the application screen. You might find it on the spotlight screen. You'll probably find it on the most visited screen. So that is a little redundant. But down here on the edit, you can remove or add different categories. For example, I added disc player down here because before you'd have to actually go into the applications and then select Blu-ray player to play a Blu-ray. Let me exit out of here. One thing I did notice that's a little goofy is, for example, if I'm playing Pandora, if I were to just exit back out of there, Pandora will keep playing. There's a menu screen here that asks if you want to keep playing or not. If you were to play yes, you can go and look through the browse the internet or play videos or whatever. But there's no easy way to get back here and just close out what's playing. There's even a multi-window button you can press on the remote. That would be right here. But that doesn't pull up what's playing. You actually have to go back to the application, select the menu button, and quit. the first time I noticed that was when I was in the application and I just hit the search button. Search button is on the remote. It's just a little, I guess that's a microscope thing. And that brings up the Google search bar at the top of the screen there. And that search will open up the Chrome browser right on top of anything that you're looking for. Say we're looking for football, right? That will open up a Chrome browser right on the top. So any application you have open will still be open. If you're playing a video, you can sort of see it as a transparency in there. You can add new tabs. You can add an incognito tab, close tab, there's tab history, etc. So you could essentially have a couple things going at the same time. So you just have to be aware that you're using, you're aware of what's going on at the same time. And then of course there's the TV tab, which I don't actually have a cable box hooked up to it, but it does allow you to pull up the information from your local provider. And it's cool here where instead of searching for just through the channel to see what's on, you can actually go to a specific thing. Like here we have sports. That'll bring up any sports related show that happens to be on right now. This one's like 58 seconds left. You know, you go down here, minute left, 5 minutes left. You have comedy, drama, music, the list goes on. I'll just pull up a drama, CSI Miami. Like I said, I don't have the cable box on, so this is a black screen. If that cable box was plugged in, you would see the TV. If I was to push the multiple window button, it would pop up there. You'll see it on the bottom right hand side. There's a black screen there, and away you go into other applications. You can be doing two at once. You can be browsing the internet. You can, use any application you want while you have your TV in that window on the bottom. You can explode the window to full screen or just close the window out right here. So that's the introduction to the Blu-ray internet player from Sony for the Google TV.